make up your front row, followed by Jason Knoll and Jesse Sobbing. Then you got Zane DeVilbiss and Don Hagen in row 3. Row 4 is Bo Partain and Jake O'Neill. Then it's Mike Strobel and Ricky Alvarado. Rounding out your top 5 rows and your top 10. Green flag is in the air, 20 laps. And they race off a turn at number 2. Kyle Strickler's going to have the race lead over Tommy Fain, Jason Knoll, Jesse Sobbing. They're battling side by side for third. Now Jason Knoll moves past Jesse Sobbing, has his eyes set on Tommy Fain. Contact made there with Fain. Fain hangs on that second spot. So Tommy Fain hangs on to second. Jesse Sobbing trying to look his way underneath Jason Knoll. Now as they race off of turn number 2. They're side by side down the max straightaway. Good battle here for the third spot. Jesse Sobbing on the inside of racing Jason Knoll. Get that third spot to Sobbing at the line. Now here comes Zane DeVilbiss. Look underneath that 44 machine of Knoll. It's still going to be Knoll hanging on that 4th place spot. They're ahead of battle for 5th between Don Hagen and Bo Partain. Excuse me, that's battle for 6th between Don Hagen and Bo Partain. Partain trying to get by him right now as they race on down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Tommy Fain makes hard contact with the wall there, turns 1 and 2. It's Jesse Sobbing and Jason Knoll. Well, Jesse Sobbing at least go around him. Now Jason Knoll trying to do the same to the 90.5 machine of Tommy Fain. And now Knoll will clear him for 3rd. And one car is a spinner there in turn number 2. Can't quite tell who that car is right now. It's in my blind spot there on the racetrack. Seeing the number. I'll let you know who that is as soon as he gets going. That is going to be the 25 machine of Paul Nelson. Front by himself, and Tommy Fain going to choose that high line. Jesse Sobbing down low. Jason Knoll, Zane DeVilbiss. And green a flag in the air. You see Zane DeVilbiss making a 3 wide there with Jesse Sobbing and Tommy Fain as they race into turn number 1. Now Sobbing look to the inside of Strickler. Strickler with a strong run down the back straightaway. A couple cars making contact there in the back of the pack. Looks like Nate Ward and Guy Norton made contact there. One of the cars went down the infield. Let's see who that was. Looks like it was Ricky Alvarado in the WW1 machine, that green car. Down front, it's still Stickler over Jesse Sobbing, Kyle Strickler, and Zane DeVilbiss in 3rd, followed by Tommy Fain and Jason Knoll. They got a good battle for 6th, still side by side. It's Bo Partain working side by side with the 5TJ of Don Hagen. Now Bo Partain finally going to clear the 5TJ of Don Hagen, move him into 6th by himself. Here comes Ricky Alvarado. Look underneath it, they're 3 wide. A couple of cars behind them, and there you see Jake O'Neill, Chaz Baca Jr., and Mike Strobel. Now 4 wide there with Kyle Brown, the 21K. Racing down the back straightaway, still 3 wide between Kyle Brown, Mike Strobel, and Jake O'Neill. Chaz Baca Jr. got around those drivers. There comes Mike Strobel back to the outside of Chaz Baca Jr. This is a battle for 9th on the racetrack. Chaz Baca Jr. and Mike Strobel. And it's about to be a battle for 8th there as Chaz Baca Jr. look to the inside of Ricky Alvarado. Now here comes Baca underneath the WW1 machine of Alvarado. They're 3 wide as they come off of turn number 4. And they're still battling side by side now. Ricky Alvarado looks underneath Don Hagen there, the 5TJ. He's going to claim that 7th spot. There comes Chaz Baca Jr. trying to take over 8th from Hagen as they race off of turn number 4. Still side by side on the track. Give that spot now to Hagen, or give that spot now to Chaz Baca as Hagen makes contact there with Kyle Brown in the 21K. One car slow and off the racetrack. That is the 0 machine of O'Neill. So Jake O'Neill takes his car to the infield here as we are counting down laps here at Canyon Speedway Park. Out front, it's still Kyle Strickler over Jesse Sobbing, followed by Zane DeVilbiss, Jason Knoll, and Tommy Fain. They just put the 25 Paul Nelson a lap down for those 5 drivers. So right now the field working the high side of the racetrack here, getting spread out single file. First car down to the bottom of it is Bo Partain, but here comes Ricky Alvarado. And Ricky Alvarado trying to clear Partain. They're side by side for that 6th spot. As they race through turns 3 and 4, Partain now trying to make sure Alvarado doesn't clear it, but he will clear him there as they work over the lap car of Paul Nelson as well. There comes Partain back down the inside once again. Partain and Alvarado side by side down the back straightaway here for the second consecutive lap. Battle for second right now, starting to heat up here. Zane DeVilbiss in the number 18 looks underneath Jesse Sabin in the 99. Kyle Strickler just put Zach Madrid a lap down. Jesse Sabin hangs on to that second spot. But they have heavy lap traffic ahead of them. There's Kyle Strickler able to work his way around that. Let's see if Sabin and DeVilbiss have the same luck as yellow flag flies for Paul Nelson. He's come spinning around there off of turn number 4. Everybody hits the brakes. The boy's making contact with him. Six laps is left here tonight's 20-lap main event. The first of 2 here tonight for the IMCA Modifieds. Green flag back in the air, and here goes Jesse Sabin underneath Kyle Strickler now. They battle off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Strickler's going to hang on to that top spot. Here comes Jesse Sabin once again down low. That's the first car down low on the racetrack trying to make his move as Bo Partain loses his car there in 3 and 4. Yellow flag flies. Everybody able to avoid him. Oh man, Jesse Sabin. They threw that yellow flag a little leg right there. Sabin actually just worked his way around Kyle Strickler, but it's going to revert back to the last lap where Strickler was leading. And green flag back in the air. Single file restart here as we're within 5 laps to go. Does Jesse Sabin have anything for your race leader here? Kyle Strickler in the 8K. They race off of turn number 2. Jesse Sabin look down the inside. Nothing going for him right there. Now Sabin going to follow the line of Kyle Strickler through turns 3 and 4. As Kyle Brown starting to make some noise right now, trying to get around Ricky Alvarado for 5th. They're working the bottom side of the racetrack. Give that 5th spot to Kyle Brown in the 21K. Now he's trying to chase down Jason Knoll. Pick up a couple more spots here as the laps wind down at Canyon Speedway Park. Kyle Strickler still showing the way out front. Jesse Sabin in 2nd, Zane DeVilbiss in 3rd. 4th is Kyle Strickler. There is him and Ricky Alvarado worked around the 44 machine of Jason Knoll. There's the white flag getting ready to be displayed here over the top 3 drivers who all have a shot to win tonight's main event. Here the first main event of the night for the IMCA Modifieds, first 20-lap feature. And now it is Kyle Strickler out front. Jesse Sabin, Zane DeVilbiss putting the pressure on Strickler as they race through thirds 3 and 4. It's going to be Kyle Strickler hanging on for the win over Sabin and DeVilbiss.
Climbs out of the car, race fans, make some noise for Kyle Strickler. And Kyle, there you go, a little extra money there from Southwest Building Solutions. Also pocketing another $100 earlier on for tonight's quick time. And man, you're hauling here this weekend.
Yeah, I think we got a little lucky there. I don't think our car was very good in there, and it was pretty dominant on the top, and we were just way too tight. I couldn't get this thing to turn, and on that start, I drove down in there and tried to turn to the bottom. It just went straight to the fence, so I apologize to that 90 car on the start there. I was not trying to come to the top, and thank God we didn't get together, and he seen me coming and got out of the gas. So we definitely got some work to do, but I appreciate all the fans coming out. This is also my first time coming to this place, so I just love racing and love coming and going to new places, so it's always good to get a win, too.
Yeah, it's good to win here your first time out. I know you got some sponsors you'd like to thank here for helping you get out here on this West Coast trip.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, I want to thank my parents and my crew guy, J-Bar. He's been busting his butt here, traveling across the country and getting these cars ready. And all the guys that help put this team together, Cedar Peaks, Lethal Chassis, Tomcat, AFCO, BSB, Dynatech headers, JRI shocks, LaJoy seating, SRI stock car steel. I got so many people that help me. It's just it's hard not to forget some. So if I forgot anybody, sorry. But this thing will be a little bit better tomorrow night. I promise. We got some work to do yet.
All right, we'll put a whooping on tonight. He says it's going to be better tomorrow night. Kyle Strickler wins the first 20-lap main event of the evening.
Actually have over 250 cars there at the dirt track in Las Vegas. Definitely a race for you modified fans to check out if you can there at the dirt track in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. One race we do want you to check out here coming up at the end of the month. That is in 2 weeks. The Western World Championships down at USA Raceway in Tucson, Arizona, featuring the Stars of USAC National Sprint Car Series and CRA Series, along with the Southwest and West Coast Series, as green flag comes back out here. And Jay Foster, Ricky Thornton Jr. lead the field off of turn number 2. Give the top spot to Ricky Thornton Jr. As JC Parley comes on the racetrack, comes back on the track right now as Jay Foster almost goes around. That causes big pileup right there. Tim Ward gets ran into from behind there by, I believe that was the 9H of Robert Hellebust. Right now it's all Ricky Thornton Jr. out front. Then you got Jay Foster in second, but here comes Ross Statham and the rest of the field. They're 3 wide on 4. One car is turned around backwards. Garrett Funk nowhere to go. That is the 4. AZ of John Morris Jr., who was around. This car is actually going to reverse there for a little bit. Garrett Funk makes head-on contact with him. Again, tomorrow night's main event for the Nitro Vapor IMC Modifieds will be a 40 laps. The best IMC Modified drivers across the country doing battle here tomorrow night. As well as tonight, green flag is back in the air. And Ross Statham having more issues there on that restart there as he's losing a couple of spots. Loses one there to David Brown. As the 12J of Hunter Marriott tried to get underneath him. They're side by side now. Give that spot to Hunter Marriott. He's going to race Statham up the racetrack. Now they're 4 wide off of turn 4. And didn't stay 4 wide for long there as Tim Ward thought twice about that before exiting that narrow turn 4. Now Ross Statham going to go around in turns 1 and 2. Make sure you check that out here as we have 18 laps to go. Ricky Thornton Jr., Jay Foster, David Brown, your top 3 drivers. Green flag is back in the air. So Ricky Thornton Jr. is starting to set sail right now on the rest of the field. There's David Brown that's in that second spot. Here goes Lance Murray looking around the other 19. That's the 19 of Jay Foster. And Lance Murray trying to get that thing done right there on the top side of the racetrack. He's side by side with Jay Foster. Foster down low, Lance Murray up high in the 19 SV. Lance Murray had a podium finish last time he was out here at Canyon Speedway Park. Looking to lock himself into tomorrow night's main event there. Almost makes contact with David Brown off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. David Brown using that low line. Looks like a lot of these drivers choosing the low line here for this second qualifier. The first qualifier, they're all on the top side. As it is, David Brown still in that second spot, but here comes Lance Murray in the 19 SP. Garrett Funk takes his car off the racetrack. It's Lance Murray trying to get around David Brown. He will do just that. So Lance Murray now in second, followed by David Brown. Then you got Jay Foster trying to hold off Hunter Marriott now for fourth. Ricky Thornton Jr. pushes George Stang 1 lap down. Lance Murray, David Brown are single file. Now here comes Hunter Marriott to the outside of David Brown. Lance Murray starting to catch the tail of the 20 RT as Ricky Thornton Jr. has some issues there. 1 and 2. Lance Murray, your new race leader. Lance Murray leads the field off of turn number 2 down the next straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. seems to not have a good handle on that race car right now as the laps wind down here at Canyon Speedway Park. Here 8 laps are in the books, 12 to go. Lance Murray, new leader. Ricky Thornton Jr., David Brown, and Hunter Marriott rounds out your top 4. Jay Foster rounds out your top 5. Then you got Cody Slope. He's in 6th, followed by the 11X of Thomas Berry right now in 7th. And here comes Tim Ward, the Mason Missile right now in 8th. Robert Hellebust is in 9th, and Bryson Curry rounds out your top 10. Lance Murray's starting to pull away now from Ricky Thornton Jr. He just ran his fastest lap on the racetrack. There's the cross flags come up for Lance Murray. One guy just ran a quick lap. That was Hunter Marriott. He just took over that third spot from David Brown. Lance Murray puts George Stang another lap down here, starting to catch up the tail end of the field. See if lap cars come to play now as Ricky Thornton Jr. starting to find the bottom side of the racetrack as well. So top side was working in qualifier number 1. Now it's the bottom side here in qualifier number 2. And Lance Murray out front, followed by Ricky Thornton Jr., Hunter Marriott, David Brown, and Jay Foster. Jay Foster just looked underneath David Brown. Off of turn number 2, nothing going for him as a couple cars battling side by side. It's Thomas Berry in the 11X and the 02 machine of Cody Slope. That's Ricky Thornton Jr. He's got the back bumper of Lance Murray now as they race through turns 3 and 4. We have just 5 laps to go here tonight's main event. The second qualifier of the night here, just 5 laps to go. Will Lance Murray lock himself in on the front row for tomorrow night's race? Ricky Thornton Jr. put the pressure on Lance Murray that last lap. Down to his inside, Lance Murray will be able to hold him off as he raced through turns 3 and 4. Both drivers are on the bottom side of the racetrack. Just went by the number 26 of John Brinkley. Now they're trying to put another car a lap down. There's Lance Murray still hanging on that top spot. Ricky Thornton Jr. had nothing going on the top side there as the top side went away. Now the bottom side has come to life here in qualifier number 2. It's Lance Murray, Ricky Thornton Jr. out front here. Get by George Stang. Shouldn't be any lap cars making an issue here as George Trumpton, he's a full straightaway ahead of these 2 drivers now. So Lance Murray, can he hang on to win tonight's second twin qualifier? White flag in the air this time by. And Murray leads him down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. have anything for him. Thornton going to try the high side now. As they race off of turn number 4, it's going to be Lance Murray fist pumping his way to victory.
Well, Lance, congratulations. Saw you fist pumping out there. You knew how big this one was.
Yeah,
We'll probably see you tomorrow night.
well, this has been my pet peeve track for a long time, and to beat the talent that was out here, and Little Rick, Timmy, I mean, this is badass.
Well, Lance, you had a good run right there. Looked like Thornton missed the corner there, 1-2. His car didn't seem to work on the top side. You were able to pass him using the bottom line. Then he started using the bottom line, got right up beside you, but you were able to hold him off there in the late laps.
Yeah, I mean, running the bottom here,
Well, she won't be here tomorrow, then.
I suck at it,
You want me to bring a
but
chair up?
made it work tonight. Top, excellent. I knew there was a
Oh,
top.
everybody's not coming back, or?
Kudos to Kevin because I'm watching on the outside. Thought it was going to be a little one-lanish, but he built a hell of a racetrack tonight, that's for sure.
All right, I know you got some sponsors you need to thank for being out here. Winner of qualifier number 2.
MRT race cars, Axis Metal, SBS suspensions, CT floor coverings, my mom, my dad, they just got here. They didn't even see me qualified, even though it was like crap. But Schaefer's Racing Oil, and all my friends and family, my wife, my kids. So really wish they could have been here to see this, especially here at this track.
All right, Lance Murray wins qualifier number 2. I know that's huge. Going into tomorrow night, it's making an event there, 40 laps tomorrow night. You gonna be able to hold them off?
I hope so. I mean, you got the guy that won Super Nationals 2 times in a row on the inside. God knows everyone else behind me ready to kick my butt. So I'm going to work my butt off, but I'm going to try and make sure I got speed left.
All right, that's Lance Murray, winner of the second qualifier tonight. Get a Hoosier from Nightmare Motorsports, extra $100 from Southwest Building Solutions. Want to thank all your racers coming out here tomorrow night. Make sure you invite your friends out tomorrow night. Going to have all 5 divisions back with us tomorrow night.